Hello, respected viewers. You're not seeing me. I'm at the top of the Pagoda in Kew Gardens, London, looking over the Thames. You can't see the Thames. It's hidden behind this wall of iridescence. And look at the path through the botanical gardens. Here, the Royal Botanical Gardens. See some tower blocks in the distance. It looks like this place is largely forest, but it's misleading. There is a lot of green space there in London. And you can see Twickenham Stadium with some tower blocks near it. On towards Hounslow, Heathrow Airport, I see a plane coming in. Now, wait a second. Oh yes, you can. No, you can. I can only 5 times zoom in by a factor of 5. Yeah, and behind there, that is Twickenham Stadium. And maybe in the sky, yeah, you'll see a plane because we're not very far from Heathrow. Okay, so we're on the 9th floor here. So George III had this folly built Chinese pagoda style. There's Pagoda Avenue which leads to it. Don't know how high up we are. Oh, and look at a wind turbine. Thank you for getting us renewable energy. Do you know what that multicoloured building is? I think it's the Gillette building on the way to Southall and Heathrow. That's on the north bank of the Thames, or the south bank of the Thames. And all those tall buildings, they are on the north bank of the Thames. Yonder, you see up towards those hills towards Harrow and so forth. Okay, and there used to be Queen Charlotte's Cottage, only 600 metres from here. It was demolished. And, no, sorry, it still is here. And that's where the first kangaroos in the United Kingdom were kept. There was a mosque which William Chambers designed. He was a pet architect of King George III. It's all from King George III's time, 1760 to 1780. You can see one of the main greenhouses there. There's the Warm House, used to be a treetop walk. And then those 6 tower blocks, they're in Ealing, or you call it Brentford, just north of the river. There's this tributary to the Thames called the Brent. And Brentford is where it flows in, and there's the Borough of Brent. And you can see that arc at Wembley Stadium. And then you can see that pump of the old sort of steam museum. So on towards Chiswick and Turnham Green here. And it's an absolutely magnificent, sublime day for it. There's Kew Palace at the far end of the garden, near the river, but I don't think we can make it out from here. So it really was a royal house where King George III went to recuperate from porphyria, his mental illness in 1801 and 1804, under the watchful eye of, what was the doctor's name? Dr. Willis, Church of England clergyman. You might have seen the Madness of King George about it. And then what else? There was an Alhambra built here by William Chambers, designed by him, but it was demolished in the 1820s as in on that Muslim palace in Granada, Spain. And on towards the City of London, and you can see tallest building in the UK there. What's it called? You can see the Shard, and various things in Canary Wharf, the Swiss Re, and so on. British Telecom Tower on the horizon, and you can see how it's got this bluish tinge right on the edge of the horizon. So we're over 5,000 miles from China. And look at this little sports ground here, playing tennis and whatnot. They play rugby and other times of year, cricket now. Okay, so London Welsh Rugby Club, and that church at the top of Ararat Road, an Anglican church, on towards the Star and Garter home and Richmond Park beyond. There's a Catholic church beside that one, and that's where Phil Lynott of Thin Lizzy had his funeral. So King George III had a farm here in his lifetime. Farmer George, who's fascinated by all matters, agronomical and agricultural and horticultural. But that ended in the 1850s, long after his demise. So they're disporting themselves on the green sward there, having a whale of the time, these young athletes. And then there's the Royal Surrey Golf Club. This was the County of Surrey. Okay, we've gone full circle. That's enough from me. Very glad I made it, but no, it's not open to the air. Do you see we've got a roof above us? So, anyway, you have to pay, is it £7.50 to come up? I've never come up here in my life. So very enjoyable, very glad I came here. And the observatory, he had it built so he could see the transit of Venus. But I can't make it out. It's somewhere near the golf course. The golf course obviously abuts onto this. Okay, that's enough from me. Thanks for watching.